Imagine an entire city disappearing overnight. No war, no fire, no invasion, just silence. Thousands of people gone, buildings left behind, and not a single clue explaining what happened. It sounds like fiction, but history has a few terrifying real-life examples. Today, we'll tell you about one of them. And at the end, we'll test your memory with 3 tough questions. If you get all 3 right, you're sharper than most. Are you ready? We're about to explore the eerie story of a real city that simply vanished from history. At the end of this video, we'll ask you 3 quiz questions based on what you've just heard. We won't give you the answers. You'll have to leave your guesses in the comments. Let's see who was really paying attention. Main story: the lost colony of Roanoke. In 1587, a group of English settlers arrived on Roanoke Island off the coast of what is now North Carolina. Led by John White, their mission was to establish the first permanent English colony in the New World. Over 100 men, women, and children made the journey across the Atlantic. They built homes, planted crops, and began to carve out a life in the unfamiliar land. But the colony faced serious struggles: shortages of food, tensions with local Native American tribes, and disease. The settlers were isolated, and their situation grew worse over time. They lacked sufficient tools, and their interactions with local tribes were complicated by earlier expeditions that had ended badly. Despite their efforts, their survival was hanging by a thread. Later that same year, John White returned to England to gather more supplies. But he didn't expect to be gone for long. Unfortunately, England was preparing for war with Spain, and Queen Elizabeth ordered all available ships to defend the realm. As a result, White was unable to return to Roanoke for 3 long years. When he finally did make it back in 1590, he found the colony completely deserted. There were no signs of life. The houses had been dismantled, not destroyed. Gardens were overgrown, and the beach was empty. Most chilling of all, there were no bodies, no graves, nothing to suggest what had happened. The only clue was a single word carved into a wooden post: Croatoan. White believed this meant the colonists had relocated to Croatoan Island, now known as Hatteras Island, where a friendly Native American tribe lived. He tried to investigate, but a massive storm and the damage to his only ship forced him to abandon the search. In the centuries since, historians and archaeologists have tried to solve the mystery. One theory is that the colonists integrated with Native American communities. Artifacts found on nearby islands seem to support this, but nothing conclusive has ever been found. Others believe the settlers may have fallen victim to starvation or illness and attempted to move inland, only to perish in the wilderness. Some even suspect the colony was attacked by more hostile tribes, though there's no evidence of conflict. Then there are the more bizarre theories: lost at sea while trying to return to England, destroyed by a hurricane, or even abducted by supernatural forces. The lack of bones, tools, or any trace at all fuels these wilder ideas. Despite numerous excavations, historical investigations, and DNA testing, no definitive answers have emerged. The Roanoke colony remains one of America's most enduring mysteries. It's a haunting reminder that even in recorded history, entire communities can vanish without a trace, leaving behind more questions than answers. All right, buddy, it's time to test your memory. Question 1. What year did the Roanoke colonists arrive in North America? A. 1607. B. 1587. C. 1492. Question 2. What word was found carved on the wooden post when the colony disappeared? A. Roanoke. B. Virginia. C. Croatoan. Question 3. What was the main reason John White was delayed in returning to the colony? A. He got lost at sea. B. England was at war with Spain. C. His ship was attacked by pirates. Drop your answers in the comments. Let's see who was paying attention and who just skipped to the end. And if you love real history mixed with mystery, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this quiz with a curious friend.